So, this weekend's job, putting up a new fence in the back garden. All done by your good self. 600 quid someone quoted me to do that. So, decided to do it myself for 200 quid. And I see that as a saving of 400 quid. And I've managed to convince the wife that that might be a good location for a pond. So, we shall see. Also, what else are we doing? We're going to a garden centre now that I've shown you before. One of the people that's been watching this channel offered me some snails for my pufferfish. Sorry, I'm very croaky, got a bit of a cold. So we're going to meet up with her, get some snails, have a look at some ponds, have a look at the fish, and check it out. There's the remnants of the old fence and the space hoppers the kids have found that they've not used for the last 5 years, that they've now decided are the most important toys in the world. Anyway,
I got little TV.
Yes, you have. To the fishmobile, people, go! So, I met Deanne and got the snails. Thank you very much if you're watching. Got lots of snails in here. And a few blackworms, a couple of plants. It's done great, thank you very much. We're going to check out some of the ponds as well, which are all back here. So it's very rude not to go and have a look at some of the fish as well. So there's my snail haul. It's quite a few. Got some pond snails and some Ramshorn snails, but they're all quite big, which is good. And hopefully I can get my colony restarted as well. And a few plants and stuff in there. So thank you once again for all of these. It's awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drip acclimate these. I know everybody will probably think, well, it's just snails, but I find sometimes they can be just as delicate, if not more so, than fish. So I'm just going to use my tried and tested method, which is, well, in fact, bear with me and I shall show you. So what I like to do, if I'm going to do the drip acclimation method, is get an old piece of airline tubing and put that one end into the tank that you're going to take the water out of, and you can either just tie a knot in this, or start a siphon, tie a knot in this to control the flow, like so, and that will drip into your tub. Or if you're very fancy, you might have one of these little taps.
So I just keep this lying around so I can connect it onto an old piece of air line. It's got a little tap on it that you can control the flow. I just want to drip it straight into the bucket that's got my snails in it. So I've emptied out half of the water. I'll probably double that in volume, and then I'll be happy enough just to start scooping them in and putting them in the tank. I'm going to keep them in this tank here with the corridoras because I'm going to move them shortly, and that will be my snail colony. So connect the end. Don't know if you can see that dripping. That's kind of fine. And put that other end into my bucket. Oh, it falls out. And drip that other end. Just leave that dripping into my bucket. Probably leave it for half an hour. Fill this up. And then we're good to go. And what I'll do is I'll put the snails in, and we'll come back and I'll chuck one in for the puffer, who's over here. You probably can't see. Come on, down a bit. Down. Down a bit. You're not in shot. There you go. And you can see I'm feeding on one of the snails. There you go. All in the tank now. As you can see, there is loads of them. So I've effectively got a ready-made colony. So when I got them from that Deanne, she mentioned that she keeps her colony going with courgette usually, some banana skins, there's some salad leaves in here at the moment they're chomping their way through. So it's always a good idea if you get things like this from people you meet at clubs or whatever, find out how they're keeping things going and then you can follow suit. There's even some, she's thrown in some plants as well. Some buse there, I think. So that's excellent. So let's grab one and feed the puffer. He's looking hungry as always. Oh. So let's grab one of these snails if I can. Not very good at doing this at the same time as the camera, so I'll drop that in there. Boom, straight on it. That's what we like to see. A happy puffer. So the reason it's important to feed them with something with hard shells is it keeps their beak filed down. So probably what I'll also have to do is put some crushed coral or something in here to get the hardness up on this water, because I think it's quite soft if I remember rightly. And the snails will need that for their shells. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. As usual, click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.